So right now, what I'm doing, I'm going to add collection 2 to the end of collection list. List means the first one. Okay. Collection list. Okay. Now how to add? So what I'm saying, list dot add list 2. So I am adding list 2 in list 1. Now system dot out dot println. ठीक है.
राकेश ज्वाइन हो गया फाइनली.
Hi Rakesh.
ब्रो ऐड फर्स्ट करना है ना, या ऐड जस्ट लिस्ट को ऐड फर्स्ट करना है ना, या लिंक्ड को?
Add all करना है.
ओके.
So add all means you want to add any collection, right? So add all method only add you the collection. If you want to add only the elements, then only add method. So now if I print, for example, after adding collection 2 in section 1, like what should I get now? So my list should be holding both, right? Means A and 2 both. John, Paul, Smith, Tom, Dick, Harry, everything should be there. So let's run it.
Okay, last time we covered this one, right? In the list itself. Now we are doing linked list, right? So linked list means we need to use add first, right?
Wait,
Add it.
yeah, we have covered these add things, right? In last
Yeah, we covered,
previous
but I'm asking about linked test. For linked test, when you are adding new
linked list.
linked list, we need to use linked list dot add first, right? Add first or add last, like that.
Similar method what we use for array list, right? All the methods are same. All we can use. You can see in array list also we use add all method, add method, right? So so adding elements, we have to like create an object, then dot add. That means you are adding, right? Adding. Now add all means when you are adding to any collection, adding add all method. Okay. So now see, after adding collection 2 in collection 1, so previously we had only this, right? So now you see John, Peter, Paul, Smith, Tom, Dick, and Harry also part of list. Means automatically this 3 also added to this object, right? This collection, complete collection. Now the remove one. How to remove? Suppose now I want to remove, right? So there is one remove method. So when you say remove method, so basically list or for example, I have to remove some specific object. So you can see remove, right? Object. So just take remove and what you want to remove. Tom I want to remove. For example, now I'm removing Tom. Okay. Tom I want to remove. Now just print this. Remove element. Okay. So I should not get Tom. Okay, Tom I should not get because I have removed it. So let's run it. Now see, remove element. the last one. So Tom is not part of this collection because we use remove. Okay. So this is the remove method. So now another remove all method. So again, remove all we use to remove the collection, not the particular element, right? So for this also, we have already list the object, and now I'm saying remove all. So you see, remove all, it shows collection. Now, which collection you want to remove? List or list two. So suppose I'm saying I want to remove list two. Statement close. Now system.out.println. Okay, after let me take this thing after removing entire collection to from collection one from collection one, for example. So what I have to print now, I have to see the real time value what available in list, right? Because I'm removing this list too, so I need to print list. Now let's run it. So I should not see Tom, Dick, and Harry at all because anyway, the Tom we already use remove, so Tom is not there, and Dick, Harry also should not be part of the uh, first collection. So let's print, and you see only we are seeing John, Peter, Paul, Smith. Okay, so there is no Harry, Dick, and all. You got it right. This is the use of remove all method. Okay. Now, if, for example, if you want get element of position list, suppose there are few methods also. So I'm saying element of position position first. So suppose system.out.println. Now we have these things, right? John 0, 1, 2, and 3. So I want to print, okay, for first position. So first position will be Peter, right? I want to get, so what I have to write here? Suppose I am saying get that I have to know the which object. So I am accessing list from first one, right? Dot get and the index. So index position. So index position I want to access Peter, for example. So I will pass Peter position. So currently Peter is available at first position, right? So the moment I print, so I should get the expected result is it should print Peter. Now you can see. So this is what expected. It is printing. So this is the use of get uh, method using index position. Similarly, we have another get only get method, and this time it will replace. Okay, suppose you want to replace. Okay, for that we have set. This is a method. It will replace the existing one with the new value. Okay, so how to do that? So again, we have the object list dot will say set. Set means we are changing, right? So now Peter, right? I don't want Peter. So for example, for always remember for set, you have to pass two parameters. Okay. So the position. So for example, Peter's position is holding one. I'm saying one. Okay. Now you want to replace with what? So replace with suppose um, any name. Okay. Uh, Smith, for example. You want to replace with Smith. So system.out.println, right? What you have to do? You have to just print the list. So this Peter should not be, you know, there. So Peter should replace with a Smith. So our expectation is to see Smith in place of Peter. Now you can see. So the first position, it was in sitting in first position, and we have replaced Smith instead of Peter. So Peter is not available. Okay,
Okay,
this
it
is
will
the
allow
usual.
duplicate values in same row.
Sorry,
It will allow duplicate values. Duplicate value लेता है क्या?
we have already mentioned, right, these topics and all, or not? Okay, let's see again. So duplicate values, you want to say, suppose I want to add Smith, right? Now, suppose I want to print.
नहीं मैं पूछ रहा हूँ लेगा क्या? Because you change right from instead of in place of Peter
So
you
set,
mentioned. Hmm?
yeah, so what I'm saying, set is replacing, okay?
नहीं भाई
The
मैं क्या
set
पूछ रहा हूँ एक ही रो पे डुप्लीकेट वैल्यूज देता है क्या पूछ रहा हूँ इट विल अलो आई एम आस्किंग जस्ट
duplicate values are allowed, no?
ओके
See, Smith coming, na, twice. You saw, right? This is the statement. Smith twice, na? So it is taking duplicate. No issue with the duplicate. Okay. So another method we have that is called clear method. Okay. So clear method will basically remove all the elements from the list. This is what the clear method. Now we updated list. Now suppose we want to do what? We have to clear, right? So basically, for example, I'm saying list dot clear. Clear will clear everything. You will not see anything. So after clear, so it will, remove clear. It will remove all the elements from the list. So suppose I want to print the list now after removing. Okay. So this is the remove method. So list I have already cleared it, and if I print now the list, it should be empty, right? Because I have already cleared this specific list. So I should not see any value on their list. That's right. Now see, clear method, it's a message. Okay. And you see our list is empty now, right? So this is the use of clear method. So for the time being, I'm just commenting out. Okay. So we have another method called ins method. So basically what contain method does, it will check, okay, if the element exists in the collection or not. So it will return always, contains method will always return Boolean. Okay, means true or false. If it's present in the list, then it will return true, or else it will return false. So suppose I want to check list dot list dot contains. Okay, now I want to see Smith is available or not. So my expectation is it should return true, right? Because Smith is we have inserted Smith, so it should return true. Let's run it. Okay, I have not print out, so system.out.println. Now print it. Now check it. So it will check if the Smith value is available in your collection list, or like it will return you true. If not, then it will false. That's okay. So now you can see true. So if I change to Rakesh, okay, and if I run, so ideally I should get a false, right? Because it will check the list is Rakesh is available or not. If not, then return false. Right? It is showing false. Okay. So this is what we have for list. Okay. So few methods also available, additional additional methods. So till now, whatever you saw, this is we put in both the classes we can use array list and linked list. These are common for both because both are came from both are implemented same interface, right? So we can use both all the methods. It's common for both the classes. Now, few additional methods in linked list, and this is for stack and queue operation. Okay, stack and queue operations. Okay, now what are those? For that, I will create a new class. Okay, so let's start new package first, session 20, and let me create one Java class. So linked list sample one. Okay, now this is our class. It has a main method, and this is what we want to. Okay, see. So now additional methods, okay, in linked list for stack and queue operation. So let me create first linked list for string, for example. Okay, create linked list for string. How to create linked list? Linked list, linked list, right? The second one is the package from java.util. This is the linked list. Now we want to store homogeneous. So I am specifying string. So it will only store string uh, data types. And suppose this is my object cars now equal to new linked list. So this string you can pass here. It's optional already I said. So no issue. Okay. Now, what if I want to add, right? Add elements to linked list. So we have few methods. So it's common, but we will see a lot of things here. Cars dot, for example, I'm adding some cars, Maruti. Okay, so this is one car. Let me copy paste. Now I'm doing Honda, and this is BMW, for example. Okay, these are our cars. So system.out.println, if I want to print just cars, right? So one method is available for this. So before add first method. Okay, so there is one method called add first. So it's a normal we are printing, right? Cars will to print. So if I print now, I will see all three, right? Maruti, Honda, BMW. And before add first method implemented. So what does the meaning of add first? I will explain. Let's print it first. Okay. Now we are seeing so this is we are just doing normal printout, right? So we are not so far we are just added. This is the normal method we use. Okay. So now before add first method we have Maruti, Honda, BMW, right? Now what I want basically I want to add. So now Maruti is on zeroth position, right? Maruti is zero, Honda is one, and BMW is second, right? The index positions. Now I want to add. So I want to add, okay, add first method. So this is add first. It means, so I want the zeroth position should not hold Maruti. I want any additional. Okay. So I want cars dot here I'm add, not add, it's add first. So add first, you can see here, right? Add. So I want Maruti should not be on zeroth position. I want Jeep replace the position. Okay. So I should see Jeep would be first, zeroth position, then Maruti, then Honda, then BMW. That's how it should print. Okay. So now if I say system.out.println, right? Now if I want to print the car, right? After, so after at first method, then I should get how? Let me put first. So it should be zero, then Maruti, then Honda, then BMW, right? Because we are telling Jeep to sit in zeroth position instead of Maruti. So now you can see Jeep is so it's actually what is happening the moment you say add first, right? So the shifting is happening. So Jeep will get the zeroth position, then Maruti will shift to one position, Honda will shift to second position, and BMW in third position. So the shifting is happening. Okay. So this is what the use of first add first method. So add first method will based on your requirement. Like if you want this chip should be at first place, then you can use add first method. Okay. Now we have another method called add last. So vice versa. Suppose you want now Jeep to be uh, third position, right? So now Maruti will be then again zero position, Honda will be one, BMW will be two, and your Jeep will be at third position. So for that we have cars dot add last. This is again string parameter. Now I want Jeep should be at what position? Third position, right? So now I'm saying just let me take this in after add last. So what should I get? The expected result is like this because we are adding at last. So the moment I print, oh, something I did wrong.
Even Jeep.
No, no, something I did wrong.
Plus, you have to
One,
add. You didn't mention car list.
yeah, yeah, yeah. One.
But it should the result should be like Jeep, Maruti, Honda, BMW, and Jeep, right?
Which one?
Now the result should be Jeep, Maruti, Honda, BMW, and Jeep.
No. See, at first is when you add at first, then Jeep will get first position, right? Then
Hmm.
Jeep, Maruti, Honda, BMW. But at last, so
So you are
now,
adding a new like you are adding a new element now, right? Like after your
yeah,
like initially you have added a Jeep and then you're at the first position. Now you are adding a Jeep at the last position. So the first position Jeep would be there itself, right?
yeah, no, I'm going to comment na, this one. So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not getting of confusion. Now what
Okay, bye.
okay, I will so now it should remain same. Zero, Honda, BMW. Okay, this three will be and Jeep I am adding at last and this is adding. If I don't uncomment, obviously what happens? So it is allowing duplicate, right? Anyway. So
Hmm.
these keep also considering as a another new, right? Because
Okay.
duplicate also allow. So in this case, this position will remain same. But that's what I did mistake, right? So
Mhm.
Maruti would be again same, coming at zero position, Honda first, BMW second, and Jeep came at fourth position. So before add first, it was, and before, after add last, this is what. Okay. So
Yeah,
Jeep,
say if you are 1 second, sorry. If your collection is of linked list integer, right? Then you are adding like in the cars dot add you say 2 or 4 or 5. Are we give like when like how do you write the add last method over there? Like it should be in double code or it should be like numbers dot add list 5 or numbers dot add list 6 like that.
so we have already, I think, Raghu, you can answer this question, or should I answer? We saw both the way, right? Homogeneous and heterogeneous. So the object, when I create the object, for example, this one, okay, and suppose I'm saying cars and new linked list, okay.
Hmm.
So let me comment this one. Okay, so cars object remains same, and
Hmm.
this is you can add homogeneous plus heterogeneous means any kind of data. It could be a string or any kind of
Yeah,
data.
okay.
Now, okay, now suppose I want to add something cars or add. Okay. Now I want to pass something, right? I will be able to get the print
Okay.
because here we have not restricted. The moment you say, so this is the concept of homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Mm.
Okay. So it means it allow both kind of data,
Yeah.
any kind of data, any kind of data. So that's why, so now string, obviously I cannot add this one, right? Obviously, because it's a string parameter, this is
It's
in
an integer.
integer,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
right?
I got it. Well.
Okay, and the moment also you, here also you can put integer. Okay, so here if you say integer, you can do that also. So in that case, this will throw an error. Only this one will allow, right? So
Mm.
already in my previous videos, I already explained like heterogeneous and homogeneous things. So you can just watch those. Okay,
And also we can add object. We can add both, right? Instead of string, if you add object.
which one?
In the you mentioned right in the line 11 string
Hmm.
instead of if you mention object, so it will take both, right?
Object also fine, no?
Yeah, you can add numerics plus string both.
Yeah. But mostly how we create, like we go with any, like
Yeah,
mostly
you
with,
go to homogeneous and heterogeneous, right? For if you want both integer
right?
and string.
It depends based on your scenario, right? What scenario you need, it depends. So
Yeah.
yeah, both are like we can use it. Or let me just comment. Okay. So now we saw which one? Sorry, I forgot. Add last. So add last. This is adding last. Now we have another method called remove first. Remove first method. Okay. So remove first. Suppose I want to remove this Maruti now. So what to do? Remove. So suppose cars dot remove first. This is one method. Okay. So it will remove the whatever you want to remove it. Okay. So remove first basically will remove. Suppose system.out.println and now I want to remove it. Right. So I want to remove the first one, right? So basically, the first one is Maruti. So Maruti should remove. Let's run it. So the shifting will happen now again. Once the Maruti will remove, so Honda will shift to 0th index. BMW will replace with Honda's place. This is how the shifting will happen. Now, see, this is what we have removed it. So Maruti we have removed. Okay, now just print the list. So the moment you print the list, sorry, cars
Cars.
list. One second.
Only cars should be fine, right?
No, no, that's fine. One second. Yeah, not class. I took that. I thought it's a different class. Yeah, it's cars only. Let me close this one. Okay, let's print now. So the moment you say remove first, so Maruti will remove and you will see only Honda, BMW and Jeep. So this is the use of remove first method. So Honda, BMW, we have added some extra. That's why it is coming one and Jeep. So Maruti is no longer part of the list, right? This is a use of remove first. Similarly, we have remove last. Remove last method. Okay, same. I will just copy paste, and instead of remove first, I will say remove last. So now our remove last is what cheap, right? So my expectation is when I print the list after remove, so zip should remove, then I should get this three. Let's run it again. Now you see the Honda, BMW, and one. So this is the use of remove last. Now we have another methods called get first and get last. So basically we want to fetch, right? So system.out.println. What I'm saying, uh, get first, get first, and so our variable object is star dot. Then we'll say get first. Okay. So the moment you say get first, it will return the first element, Honda. So my expectation is to print Honda because it will point to the index position, right? So 0th index will consider as first element. Okay. Now Honda we are getting. Now similarly, we have get last, right? So we have get get first we print for Honda. Now get last what we should get? One, right? So instead of Honda, we should get now this one. Get first. Sorry. Again I did this. Get last. That's correct. Yeah, that's all. So now I should see one because this is our last element from the list. So I should get that. Now you see, this is what coming, right? So this is the use of get plus and get last and get first. Okay. Okay. Apart from this, have few more methods. Okay. Push method or stack operations. Operation. So what are those? These are the additional methods. Okay. So now let me just copy this one again. Okay. Three object. Okay. Anything. TVS. I'm just putting some name random. TVS, Bajaj, and Honda. Okay. Just assume. Okay. Now system.out.println. Now what I'm saying, our cards, right? And let me comment this for the time. Okay. This all I am going to comment. Okay. Now if I print, so I will see TVS, Bajaj, and Honda, right? You can see, right? So TVS 0, 1, Bajaj 2, Honda. Now, if I there the method which I am saying, it's a push method. Okay, what is the use of push method? Suppose you want to add, okay, for example, I want to say after adding push method, this is my task. Okay, now what happened? So cars dot push. Now we have what type of, this is string, right? Completely, or we can take any, like, it's fine because now it's a homo plus heterogeneous board, but we'll see with the string. Anything you want to update, suppose damage. Okay. Now the moment you say push, right? Let's run it. So earlier we had only three, right? These three we got here, not here. This one. Okay, this is our normal print for this class. Now I am using another method called push method. So the moment you add push method, it will update. Okay, it will update as a damage pass. So this is also updating. Okay, so push is you want to add something. Okay, and always it will be placed at first position. Means it will get the priority. So push means you are pushing something and it will take the first position. Okay. Okay. Now this is what the push one, right? After that, we have another method, pop method. Pop method. So what actually it is do? It will remove and return the first element. Okay. So pop is little bit different. So it will remove and return the first element. So let me do that also. System.out.println. So I'm saying pop method, pop method, and what I have to do, cars dot pop. So cars dot pop. Okay, for example. And after that, I will just print the value of cars. Okay. So you can see this one is for pop method we use. Okay, and damage car. Okay, is going to remove. Okay, this is what it's happened. So the moment you say the pop, right? So the first element, right? The first element will remove. Okay, what we did, the push we use to get in first position, right? Similarly, if you want to remove the damage card from the first position, then we'll use pop. So pop will always remove the first element and it will also return. So see, it is returning even we are removing, right? Here. So it will return what you are going to remove. It will return here. And finally, when you print the list, then it will remove also. So that's why I mentioned the note, like it will remove and return the first element. So it will remove, right? And also return. So it is returning what we are removing, right? and the final list when you print, you will not see that one. So this is the use of pop. Similarly, we have another method called pick method. So what it does, so pick method, it will retrieve the first element but not remove. Okay. Basically, what I mean to say, let me comment this one. So our first
Peak
element
is
is
like
what?
get first.
Pick,
Peak is like
right?
get first method, right? We'll get the first value of the first element.
Pick. Pick is different. I will show you. I will explain. Okay.
Hmm.
So pick will retrieve, okay, the first element but not remove. Okay, let's see. So our damage class is still there, right? Because if I print now system.out.println, it's already there. Let me print again. Let me show you. Okay, so at, at this moment, damage car is part of this, right? So we have right now this one. So damage car, TVS, Bajaj. Now the peak will what? It will retrieve the first element but not remove. So the moment I say system.out.println and in message I'm just passing this the message and what I'm saying here dot pick. So it will give you the output here. Let's right. So pick will pick what you want to pick, right? So pick will always prefer the first element from your list. It will give you the it will pick. So you can see this damage car, right? And this is our message. More space. So it is not going to delete, means remove, right? It will just get. It's a similar kind of get, but in get we have to pass, right? We have to pass the index position or the parameter should be there. But you in this pick, you don't need to specify because it will only pick the first element. This is what the use of pick. Now you see the damage car we are on getting. Now if we print normal cars, right? It will be there. Damage car will be part of this. So you will see like this the output. It will not remove. So pick is just retrieve the data, the first element from the list, but not delete or remove. Now you see we are getting the same output here. It is not removing. Now another method we have that is called, let me recall. Okay, pick first. System.out.println. Now I'm saying pick first and I'm saying cars dot pick. Okay, so pick first. What it will do? Let's see. So pick first, similarly, similar thing, right? Pick first. It will also pick the first one. Okay, damage car. Now if I print this one, let's see any impact or not. Similarly, we have peak last as well. Like peak last, it will pick last one only. Whatever present on your list, it will pick last. So no issues, right? It is not removing any data. It is there. Similarly, we have peak last. So peak last system.out.println. Now peak last element. Now cars dot peak last. Let's see this one as well. So P class is Honda because Honda is our P class, right? Fourth position. Third position. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are the methods in especially in linked list we use. Okay, for stack operations and all. Okay. Now how to read elements from linked list using for loop for each loop and iterator. We saw anyway, I'm going to repeat again. So using for loop first, we'll see how to do that. So for that, we have to use the syntax for I'm saying int I equal to 0, right? Now I less than cars dot size, right? Now then increment the value. Now system dot out dot println. Now I want to print, right? Cars dot get is a method and which will I have to pass this I. So it will read one by one. Okay, whatever it's available. So this is how we do uh, for loop for any list. So we can do like this. Size it will print number of elements available like in your list. Then it will increment and it will read one by one. So now let me comment this all. More. Okay. Now let's print again. So this is the for loop. Okay. So it is coming damage car, TVS, Bajaj, Honda. That's how it works. Now let me comment this. Now we'll see uh, for each loop. So what is the syntax for that? It's very simple for then. So here we have the car. So this is homogeneous plus heterogeneous means any kind of data we can store it. So you can say this object. This is also class which and like it arrays class implements right this object class. So we can say object e colon what is our variable? This is car, right? So here just print system dot out dot println. Now you just the created this reference, right? Just pass it. So it will again to go and check one by one. Let's just print it and see the output. Okay. So similar thing with this command. One by one it is reading. Now just run command. Okay, so another is iterator. This is also a method. So for iterator, using iterator also you can read linked list elements. Okay, for that iterator, iterator, then it. This is what variable you can pass anything. And then it, it. Then what is our object? Cars dot. One method is there. Iterator. This is the method. Now semicolon. Now we have to
While
use while. Now the object of iterator it dot has next. So already I explained the use of has next. It will go for the next whatever is available under your list. And now system dot out dot println. Now we have to say the iterator object reference variable what we created it dot then next. So it will fetch each and every element available under your list. Now let's print. Now same thing it is doing, right? So this is how we can use iterator for loop, then for each loop, or this is what we say, right? So this is okay. Before I forgot, uh, few methods, okay? Methods from collection, collection class. So not collection, collections class. Okay. So we can do few method we can use. The one is sorting. Okay. If you have to sort linked list, we can use collections that we saw, I think, right? Anyway, collections. So it is the package would be always java.util. Then just use that dot sort. Okay. Now sorting. What we have to sorting? We have to pass the object. So what is our object? Cars, right? So this is how the sorting works. Okay. So let me do. Okay, okay, let's run it first. I'll make the changes. So sorting, it will sort. Basically, we saw in my our previous classes also, right? So system dot out dot print or same line also we can do it. Dot out dot println collection. Then yes. Okay. One second. One second. Just print the classes. That's enough. Also, we can do another way also. Is any printout? Let me comment this also. We don't need
again,
any print.
one
Yeah,
question. So when you are
yeah.
doing sort out now, it's going to come in alpha means in hierarchy means what caps or small letter wise. Example, see, this all starting letter is a caps, right?
Hmm.
Hello. So in
Yeah,
case
yeah.
the dash Here, if you make D small, no, it's printing last, not in the second one. It's coming in caps are small wise in sorting wise.
Caps means
अभी डैमेज करे ना, make it small letter.
okay.
Yeah, just now print. Now sort it.
1 second.
It's
No,
coming
no
last,
coming.
right?
Wow. B damage card. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, so B is sorting then okay. So damage card.
मतलब केस सेंसिटिव है क्या इधर, अपर और स्मॉल जैसे,
Okay, let me
अपर केस
do
स्मॉल लोअर केस.
B. If I B to Honda.
To come first
So
H.
so basically what is happening, so age whatever, right?
I'm
So
seeing like case sensitive है ना.
right. So uppercase, whatever it is sorting based on that. If you make now age, so it will first check which one is in uppercase. So sorting will happen accordingly. But yeah, it's a good observe. But I have never thought about that. Yeah, that's sorting happens only based on the uppercase, whatever
Yeah,
is available.
like a case
That
case sensitive.
right. Right. So that how the sorting happens. They first prefer the uppercase letter for sorting, then it is come. Now see, TVS is sorting like this because T in uppercase, right?
But
So that's
yeah,
how TVS come first, then rest all is coming. B, then D, then H. But if I do all in lowercase, right? Then what? Then the sorting should be happen like correctly, right? The first I should get B, then D. This is coming, right? So sorting is happening, but yes, like if you have uppercase, lowercase kind of sorting, A, B, C, D. So first priority will goes to the uppercase, not the lowercase one. Okay. So
if you have numbers in that, so will the numbers come first or like will
that also we can try.
okay, bro.
Any string number you are saying, right?
Not the
So
string number, just an integer number.
okay, let's see one string, then we'll see the integer as well.
Yeah, okay.
I think number will get see number will get the first position, like
Hmm.
sorting kind of. Then all this thing will happen. This is what the sorting. Let's see add another one more. So if now I add int, right, instead of the string, then this one should get first priority in terms of
इंटीजर
sorting.
2 बोल के डालो, cars dot
Sorry.
add 2 डालो instead 1.
अच्छा मैं ऑलरेडी प्रिंट कर चुका हूँ, 1 मिनट.
ठीक है.
और this one either why then you cannot okay type casting it. Why type casting?
स्ट्रिंग बोल के डिफाइन किया गया.
85 sorting cars. Okay, not those. So which one we added? You all can do this negative positive testing method. Let's cover the topic, otherwise it will keep. So this is how the collections class we can do the sorting for stack operation. So now let's see another method we have. It is called a reverse order, right? Sorting in reverse order. Sorting in reverse order. What to do? So similar thing only we'll do. Just copy this one. Instead of this sort, we'll use dot reverse order. Okay. So this is what, but we have to do another way. Collections or sorting, and now cars, comma, collections, sort, reverse order. So now if I print, right, let me comment this one, or it's okay. So it will again do the reverse order. So the TVS should go in first place, then Honda, then damaged car, then Bajaj, then 1, 2, 3. All the numbers will come at last. So yeah, see, vice versa it is happening, right? First this one is coming for this and reversing the order, right? Same thing is happening. Okay, one more method is there. It is called shifting method. Oh, sorry, not shifting, shuffling method. Shuffling basically random order, okay? Random ordering. So just it will shuffle. Collections dot shuffle. Okay. And now we have object cars. This is the method we use. So now system.out.println. Now suppose just for understanding, putting this. Now if I print cars, then it should shuffle. Please. Now you see random orders shuffling. Damaged car, TVS, Bajaj, Honda. That's how it works. So these are the methods, especially for linked list, which we operate for stack operations. Suppose some hundred of elements are there, you want to push, pull, all this stuff you do, right? So based on that, you can push it or you can peak, right? All this peak first, peak last, all this operation you can perform. So far we have covered the first interface, all the classes. Which one that we covered so far? Which interface? Do you remember?
Is that list object?
No, I want to ask them what they covered so far.
One
Which
is array
interface?
list, linked list. Hello.
No, I'm saying which interface you cover so far.
नहीं मैम तेरा क्वेश्चन मेरे को समझ नहीं आया.
Okay. So this is one interface. Collections, right?
Yeah,
Collection.
correct.
Okay. Now, so far we covered the child interface of list.
In list, array list, linked list, वही है ना collection के.
These are classes.
Correct.
Okay. Interface. That's what I asked. Which interface we completed so far? So this is also interface, na? List interface, right? My
Hmm.
question was what interface we covered so far? List interface, right?
Interface.
We covered array list and the linked list. Okay, we have another. It is vector, but we don't use in automation at all.
तो एक
So
मिनट बोल रहा है लिस्ट इज इंटरफेस अंदर उसके अंदर अरे लिस्ट इज ए क्लास एंड लिंक लिस्ट इज ए क्लास सही है ना
right, and vector
ओके
is also a class. Vector, array list, and linked
said
list.
that you are not going to cover that all because there's no use.
Vector, we are not going to cover it. It's unnecessary
Yeah,
thing. But yeah. So now we have completed the list. Now
yeah, complete
on
interface.
Friday we'll see another interface called set interface.
Set and what queue both are okay. Set
Set
okay.
set
Yeah.
so set also implements like uh, two classes. One is has set,
Set list queue
okay,
okay.
and link has set. Okay, so we'll see on Friday has set and link has set. Then we'll come to queue. In queue, only one interface class we'll cover, that is priority queue. Okay, that only we use mostly. That we'll cover. Then we'll see the map interface. So map
So
interface,
sorted set this is interface or class
which one?
sorted set
Sorted set. This is interface. So it's the interface of set, sorted set.
set is
So
the
sorted
interface again
Wait,
sorted set is
one
coming under
second.
in set only
it's
right
a child sorted. Oh, 1 minute.
Raghu,
huh
Sorted set.
collection. In collection, we have like four things like list, set, queue, and maps. All those four are interface, and everything what is explaining that would come under in each and a individual thing like array list, the linked list, vector. It's a class of that list. The same way, set may ash set, and there's linked as set. Maps may ash maps, like that. You will get that's all. Like the four main things are list, set, queue, and maps.
okay
Yeah. But there is no direct link with map with all other, set, list, and queue. Okay. Map interface is independent interface, and there is no direct link with the collection first. Okay. Because in map, when we'll cover, we'll see it's a key and pair value. Okay.
Keep a value.
K pair value. So ideally in collection, whatever we use, there is no concept called key and pair, right? Means suppose employee ID. This is would be your queue and employee name, right? So this key and pair value, if you want to store data, then we go for map interface, not collection. Okay,
Oh,
that we'll see in later videos and all. For today, yeah, we are done. So next we'll see set, and we'll cover headset and link headset, and we'll see all the differences why when we should use headset and link headset and all. We'll see all the difference as well, so that real time when you are going to implement, you will understand before you implement what, why, when, and what to implement, right? Why you are implementing that also will get to know all this information. Okay, so just for today, we are ending up the session. We'll meet tomorrow. Means